Does this yard need to be sprayed with herbicide? Well, let's take a look at what we have here. What kind of weeds are we looking at? So these are actually tree saplings right here. And if I can grab it just right, sometimes you can pull up an acorn. So most of these are actually growing from acorns that are in the ground that are just sprouting these little miniature trees. I can't seem to pull up the acorn. There we go. Look at that. It's just growing from an acorn that has fallen. And now that spring is here, it's just sprouting these little miniature trees. So would you consider this yard to have weed problems? Is this the type of yard that you would want to mix up a backpack full of weed control and spray these things? Well, I would not. Because the easiest way to kill these little tree saplings is just to get on your lawnmower and just run them over with your lawnmower blade. These will easily die just by simply cutting them. So although we see a lot of these throughout the springtime, it doesn't necessarily mean that your lawn has a weed issue. So we got a lot of these things, and a lot of times our customers expect us to mix up some weed control products and spray these things to get rid of them. But what you will find is that even when you spray these things with weed control, they don't just disintegrate. Any sort of broadleaf weed herbicide will kind of wither these things up, and it'll kind of kill them halfway, but they're not just going to go away. You still have to pull out your lawnmower and manually remove them just by mowing. So why put unnecessary chemicals into the ground when you can just I just call it manually removing them, which is just getting on your lawnmower and cutting them. So let's take a look at another weed that I see here. So first of all, we're in April and we're still kind of in that awkward time of year where the grass is half green and half brown, and that's just due to the soil temperature. So we've had some warm temperatures in the spring, but we've also had some cool nights, and that is keeping the soil temperature cool. So the grass, it's just not quite time for it to fully green up yet. So let's take a look at another weed here. Do you know what kind of weed this is? So this is poana. Some people just call it POA for short. It produces this white seed head here. So this is a weed. We see a lot of this in the wintertime. Usually if you have a lot of POA, it's a result of not getting a good fall pre-emergent down back in the fall. So I'll ask the same question. Would you spray this POA with weed control? You know, whatever kind of weed control is labeled for POA. We're in April. Would you spray POA right now with weed control? Again, just like I said for the tree saplings, I would not, okay? So I would not waste any product in spraying poana right now, because POA cannot survive in warm temperatures. So, you know, we're in the middle of spring, early summer is going to be right around the corner. I would just let Mother Nature do her thing and knock out this poana herself, rather than putting unnecessary chemicals into the ground. It's already sort of yellowing up and on its way out. So we've already had some warm temperatures, and it's already weakening just by the warm spring that we've had. Now, if we were talking about this weed in January, then yes, I would recommend mixing up some product that's labeled for poana and go ahead and spray this and get rid of it for your customer. But here in the spring, mid-April, I would not waste any product on this poana. And of course, you want to communicate that with your customer and kind of let them know what the plan is. And most of the time they are okay with that decision. So I just wanted to point out these two weeds here and get your opinions. If you would leave a comment down below if you are a lawn care professional, and let me know kind of what your opinion is on these two weeds, poana and, you know, just your basic tree saplings. Another tree sapling that we're seeing this time of year is little miniature pine trees, and it's the same story. with these tree saplings, but they're just little miniature pine trees. So check out that little miniature tree there just sprouting from an acorn. But anyway, let me know what you would do here in this case. Let me know if I'm the only one who has this mindset about just getting on your mower and cutting these things down, or just letting the heat of summer take out this poana. So let me know what you think. Appreciate you watching this video, and stay tuned for the next one.